Welcome to the very quick video of how to add and subtract complex numbers, part 2 of section 3.4. Adding and subtracting complex numbers is super simple. The biggest issue students have with this is making it more difficult than it needs to be by doing some sort of multiplication. There's no multiplication involved. In the yellow example up top, actually in both, we have the same two complex numbers. The only difference is that up here in yellow we'll be adding and down here in blue we'll be subtracting. So adding really just means combining like terms. We don't even need the parentheses when adding. I just put them there to show that this is the first complex number, this is the second. So we're adding 4 and negative 3. Those are like terms because they're both the real parts. Then we'll be adding negative I and negative 5i because those are both the imaginary parts of the complex numbers. Again, combining like terms. So 4 plus negative 3 is a positive 1. And then when we add a negative 1i plus a negative 5i, we'll have a negative 6i. So we'll write minus 6i. You always want to be sure to write your final answer in a plus bi form because it's a complex number. And there we have it. Down here, when we're subtracting, the biggest thing with subtracting is to make sure that you distribute the minus sign. That's the only way that it's different from addition, really. So we have 4 minus I, and you don't even need those parentheses around the first one, then plus 3, then plus 5i. Again, that's where students can make mistakes, as you can probably imagine. So again, we're just adding like terms. So we're going to be adding the real parts together to get 7. Then we'll be adding the imaginary parts together to get plus 4i. And that is written in proper a plus bi form. And that's it. We're just going to do a few examples next, but if you feel like you understand the idea, you're good. Here we have w equals the complex number 2 minus 7i, and z represents the complex number negative 5 plus 3i. In part number 1, you'll add them together, and in numbers 2 and 3, you'll subtract. So go ahead and pause the screen, work these 3 out, and then hit play to check your answers. Here are the 3 solutions. If you need help working it out, you can pause the screen here to see my work. But note that all of the answers are written as complex numbers in a plus bi form. And that's adding and subtracting complex numbers, not too bad.